Hello everybody, welcome back to Making It Up. I'm Isa, and in today's video, the Emma Chamberlain obsession continues. So I saw her last week at the Met, and I was immediately obsessed. Like, the outfit, the hair, but the makeup. Like, the makeup was, whew, everything to me. So today I thought I would recreate it because I love the look. It's like this beautiful, like, burnt orange, like, burgundy-ish gold halo eye. I'm gonna pop it on the screen, but I'm just looking at it on my phone. It's so gorgeous. It's so doable. Like, it's all about the warm tones. I am living for it. So you guys knew I had to recreate it because I want to look as pretty as Emma. Okay, I know it's not exactly possible, but we're gonna try. So if you want to see how I do, then please keep on watching. Wish me luck. I hope I succeed. So as always, I'm gonna be doing the eyes first. I'm experimenting. I don't want to F up, so we're doing eyes first. I have been adding a little bit of concealer whenever I do my eyes first, just a little bit of concealer to the inner corner, because whenever I do my eyes and then I do my face, I feel like I go in with concealer and mess up whatever I did on my eyes. You know, we're preventing here. But now I'm just gonna be priming the eyes to make sure that our eyeshadows last and they look good. I'm using the KVD Beauty Shake Primer, just a little bit of this. Now, instead of setting, I'm gonna go in with a cream eyeshadow, and from what I can see, her look, at some points it looks kind of burgundy, other points it looks really like brick red. So I'm just gonna go with like a mix of like a burgundy-ish brick red situation. I'm gonna be using the Nude Sticks Magnetic Matte Eye Color in Terra. This is like just a really soft terracotta color, so I think it's gonna be a great base. I'm just gonna apply this all over my eye and then blend it out with my finger. And as for the shape, I feel like they just really followed her eye shape. It's nothing crazy, it's not super rounded or super like blown out, so we're gonna keep it, you know, pretty true to my eye shape. I'm applying a little to the lower lash line as well. Now I'm just gonna set a little bit with some translucent powder, just so that our other eyeshadows blend better on top, I feel. Every time I do one of these like celebrity looks, I always pull from like everywhere in my collection where I can find like similar products to what they seem to be wearing. This time I'm using the McGrath Celestial Odyssey palette because it has some like burnt orange, burgundy-ish colors, and also it has a really nice gold because she actually has like real gold leaf stuck to her eyes. I don't have that budget, so we're faking it with eyeshadow, but this palette has everything I need. It's been discontinued, but these are shades you can find in pretty much like any warm tone palette. I'm gonna start building up the burnt red burgundy-ish color, and the trick to this is I just apply it all over the lid. Like, I try to do halo eyes, but it's just easier to apply them all over the lid and then just apply the gold on top. So first I'm gonna go in with this lighter shade right here and apply it on top of the Nude Sticks eyeshadow. And to be honest with you, she has it kind of like pretty messy and high up, so I'm not gonna be super worried about like the blending and stuff. Obviously we're gonna blend enough, but we're not gonna be overly worried about it. Okay, so I feel like we're going in a good direction. I feel like it looks like I'm looking at the picture and I'm looking in the camera and I'm looking in the mirror, and it looks pretty similar-ish. I think I just need to add a little bit more like burgundy. I'm just gonna add the tiniest bit of this shade right here. Just the tiniest bit to add a little bit of that burgundy in. We still want it to keep like the burnt orange mostly. And when it comes to the lower lash line, she really does have the product dragged down. So I'm dragging it down more than I usually would. And we can obviously like clean all this up later with some concealer, so no worries about that. I'm gonna go in with a clean brush and just blend the edges out. And remember, this is more of a grungy, messy look, so don't worry too much about being precise or super neat. And now I feel like this is a good representation of where the color is at. I just feel like it needs the tiniest bit of darkness. So I'm gonna go in with this color right here. It's a brownie, like a chocolatey brown, and it's deeper than the one we were using. So I'm just gonna grab the tiniest bit of that and add it just to the outermost and innermost corner of the eye, really focusing on the halo eye now. The lower lash line seems to be a little darker than the rest of the look, so I'm gonna add a little bit more of this deeper brown to the lower lash line than I did upstairs. That doesn't make sense. Than I did on the lid. I don't know why I said upstairs, I'm sorry. And now that I feel okay, like sufficiently okay with this, where this is, we can now move on to the gold. The gold is placed in a few strategic places. Inner corner, like just hugging the tear duct line thing, I don't know, it's just hugging the inner corner, and in the center of the lid. So that's exactly what we're gonna do right now. Let me just find a brush, like a tiny brush, so we can be super precise. Now I'm gonna go in with the gold from this palette, this gold right here. It is very, very like yellow gold. She's wearing literal gold on her eyes, so we have to be as accurate as possible. I'm gonna put it on with my eyes open, looking straight into my mirror. And first I'm gonna go with a dry application. And it's just kind of in the center where her like pupils are, and you take it up all the way. Yeah. Now I'm gonna go in with the same brush and go into my inner corner. She also does some gold in her Cupid's bow, but we're gonna do that when we're finished with everything. So I'm gonna be holding on to the eyeshadow because that kind of completes the look. But now I wanna intensify this, so we're gonna go in with a little bit of setting spray and we're gonna intensify it. Using some Charlotte Tilbury setting spray and going to town. And I like to kind of go like a little outward. I don't know why. I saw Kitty Jane Hughes do it once and I became like obsessed with it, so I just started doing it as well. Her inner corner gold was a little more subtle than mine, but I love this. I think I love this. So now all I'm gonna do is just do some extra blending in between the gold and the burgundy brick terracotta color so that everything looks cohesive. I think she has some like brown eyeliner in her tight line and waterline. I didn't bring mine, so I'm gonna go bring it and we're gonna apply some just to complete the look, man. The Urban Decay Whiskey liner. It's gonna go all over the tight line and waterline. To finish this off, mascara. She is wearing no false eyelashes. Do you guys know how happy I was when I realized this? I was ecstatic, over the moon. You guys know I'm not a fake lash girl. Emma just gets me. She gets me. It's more of a grungy look, so she only has a little bit of mascara. I don't see much on her bottom lashes, so I'm just gonna do the upper lashes, see how I like it, and if I don't, I might add just the tiniest bit to the lower lashes. I'm using Maybelline Total Temptation mascara. It's so nice, but it's such a, like a, you know, a regular mascara. It doesn't give too much or too little, and it clumps up a little. I like that her lashes are a little clumped up. It gives a little more grunge. Okay, I like it, but I think I do want a little bit just on my lower lashes because I feel like naked otherwise. So I'm just gonna have the tiniest bit of this, almost like just stamping, so that I don't add length or anything, just a little bit of color. There we go. I like that a little bit better, and it gives a little bit more depth to the inner. Why do I keep saying inner? It gives a little bit more depth to the lower lashes. Once that's done, the eyes are complete. Let's move on to the face. Okay, so for her face, it is very matte and covered. I don't see any glow here. I just see like berry cheeks and some bronzer and a contour. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna cover this up. I just applied some extra moisturizer, a skin prep, so that my skin looks as good as possible. First things first, I'm gonna go in with some color corrector. I'm using the Milani Supercharged Brightening Eye Tint in Peach. Just gonna use a tiny bit of this now, just obviously being careful because I've applied my eyeshadow, but I don't have to go to the complete inner corner because I already concealed there. Now for my foundation, this could go either way. I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Up to 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. One of my favorite foundations ever. I am in the shade 420. Maybe not currently, maybe this is a little dark for me. This foundation has supposedly expired, so this could go very, very bad right now. Or it could just go very good, like it doesn't smell bad or anything. And the texture hasn't really changed all that much. So we're gonna just pray that this works. And I'm gonna apply it with a brush. Yeah, it doesn't smell bad at all. So hopefully it doesn't like look weird on my face either. This actually looks pretty like decent. It doesn't look bad. This isn't completely, this is more satin. It looks glowy right now because I am sweating a little bit. It's pretty hot, but I know it is more satin. So it's not gonna be super matte, but it's not gonna be glowy either. To add some extra coverage and obviously cover the under eyes, I'm using two concealers. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way Concealer in Almond and the Rare Beauty Concealer in 170W. So I'm gonna mix these two because I am like in between shades right now. And these are pretty much like fuller coverage concealers because obviously this is a red carpet look. So I want to mimic that as best as I can. I'm just mixing these together and just pile it on my under eyes. This concealer combo is fire, by the way. I never tried it before, but it's really doing things for me. Now it's time to powder. Obviously, we want to look matte because that is just the way that Emma looks, and I think it looks amazing. I love a good just matte skin moment. I'm using the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder because this is like a fail-safe. I've talked about this before. And I'm gonna be not baking, but just setting the under eyes with the sponge because this adds extreme matteness. Then for the rest of the face, I'm just using a brush. Moving on to the cheeks, I can see she has like a pretty defined contour. Like, yeah, it's there, but she also has quite a bit of bronzer. So to warm up the face, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Butter Biscuit Cream Bronzer. This works over powder. I have tried it before, so no worries. And then I'm gonna go with something on top to just add more definition in specific places. To add more specific definition and a little bit more of that cooler tone contoury situation, I'm using the Maybelline City Bronzer. This is in 100. It's very light, which is why I'm going to use it because it is good to layer. And it's also very cool toned. So it's just perfect to contour with. For blush, she's wearing something like, it's very like berry. I don't really get it. I don't love how it looks with the eyes, to be completely honest with you. Like, it's my least favorite part, but we're recreating this look, so I'm gonna use a berry blush as well. I'm using Glossier Storm Blush, and I'm piling it on, like all in the area because this is everywhere. Starting with a little bit, and then I'm upping the intensity if I feel like I need to. I'm taking it pretty high up because that's how she has it. And she also has it like pretty like into her cheeks. Cleaning up everything. And once blush is on, then the face is pretty much complete. I'm just gonna set with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is always such a tongue twister for me. Very nice. For finishing touches, we have to do the brows and the lips. For the brows, she has like very fluffy brows, not super defined, just a little bit. So I'm just gonna slightly define them, then push them up as much as I can without looking crazy. To define, I'm using the Kosas Brow Pop Dual Action Defining Pencil. This is in the shade Dark Brown, and I'm just gonna add the tiniest bit of this just where I feel like I need it. Cool, and then to set the brows and fluff them up, I'm using the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. This is amazing, and it's gonna make sure that my brows stay up. My brows look nothing like hers, obviously, so, you know, we're gonna try our best, but I don't think it's happening anytime soon. We're not looking like Emma's brows anytime soon. Because see, if I push them up completely, I feel like I look crazy. Right? Do I not look crazy? I feel like I look crazy. But let's leave them like this, shall we? Let's just live, play. Yeah. For the lips, she's literally wearing like a milky pink lip gloss, I think. It's nothing. It's almost like chapstick, which I love because my lips are perpetually dry. I was exploring my makeup collection, and the closest thing I found was this tiny sample of Buxom White Russian Classic. So I'm gonna be applying this, and then I'm gonna be lining just to add, you know, that definition with the NYX lip pencil in Nude Beige. But lip gloss goes first this time. And by adding the lip liner after, it just blends in a lot easier. And now for quite literally the final touch, I'm gonna go back into my eyeshadow, back into the gold, and my gold brush. She has like the tiniest bit of gold just on her, like here, in her Cupid's bow. So let's just add it. Okay. I love that. And once the gold is on the lips, then the look is complete. And there goes my brush. Okay, so here we are. I love this. Love the eyes. I think they're so cool, and I think R nailed them. I love the face. You guys know I'm not a big full coverage girl, but I'm digging it. I'm digging the full coverage, and I oddly love the blush with everything. I know I said I didn't love it, but I think it just ties in the look. This is it. What do you guys think? And that, ladies and gentlemen, wraps up today's video. I will say, personally, in my humble opinion, I don't think I've nailed anything quite like I have nailed this look. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. Again, not super used to the fuller coverage, but I invite it. I like it. I'm excited for this. Oh my goodness. Let me know what you guys think. Did you love it? Hate it? Are you recreating it at some point? And if you have any other like celebrity, influencer, makeup looks that you want me to recreate, again, leave them down below. I am open to suggestions always. If you enjoyed today's video, then please make sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot and it keeps the channel growing, which is always fun. And if you're into super easy and real makeup and beauty content, kind of like today's video, then please make sure to subscribe so that, again, the channel can keep on growing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had a blast today, so I hope you guys did too. I'm just so happy. Thank you for watching. I will see you right here for my next video. Bye, everybody. Mwah.